The bomb exploded at 4:37 p.m. The cover-up lasted decades. What began as a NATO stay-behind program ended with bombs, bodies, and a web of state lies. On the morning of December 12, 1969, the clock inside the Banca Nazionale dell'Agricoltura on Piazza Fontana stopped at 16:37. 17 people were found dead. 88 were wounded. Chaos filled Milan's streets. The city smelled of smoke and paper and something far worse, a state that could not be trusted. Post-war Italy was a country split down the middle. By the 1950s and 1960s, the Communist Party was the largest in Western Europe outside the Iron Curtain. Washington and many in Rome feared Moscow's influence. According to declassified NATO and CIA documents, Allied intelligence arranged secret stay-behind units across Western Europe to resist a possible Soviet invasion. In Italy, the program carried a code name that later leaked to the press: Gladio, Latin for sword. At first, the work looked ordinary on paper. Logistics, training exercises, hidden arms caches in the Apennines. But the Cold War is a long, slow drumbeat.
This hearing is about accountability. We will get to
On December 15th, 1969, the anarchist railway worker, Giuseppe Pinelli, was taken to Milan's police station for questioning about the Piazza Fontana bombing. According to police reports, he was found dead after falling from a fourth-floor window. Witnesses later testified he had been under pressure. Autopsy notes and court records showed injuries inconsistent with a simple fall. The official narrative fractured. The tide of violence rose. On August 4th, 1974, a bomb ripped through the Italicus Express near San Benedetto Val di Sambro, killing 12 passengers. On August 2nd, 1980, a suitcase bomb detonated in Bologna's Central Station at 10:25, killing 85 and maiming hundreds. Those are precise dates burned into Italian memory. Investigations produced unexpected confessions. In 1984, neo-fascist Vincenzo Vinciguerra, convicted for a 1972 car bomb in Patino that killed 3 policemen, told magistrates he had acted to create panic and to stop the left. He explicitly named contacts in clandestine structures and said militants sometimes received help from people inside the state. According to court testimony, the tactic had a name: the strategy of tension. But what investigators found next would change everything. In October 1990, Prime Minister Giulio Andreotti told Parliament that a clandestine network had existed on Italian soil with ties to NATO intelligence. Declassified documents revealed that the program had been coordinated in part by Western intelligence agencies. Arms caches were real. Training occurred. Files bore the name Gladio. Suddenly the line between ally and conspirator blurred. The fallout was noisy and partial. Dozens of trials unfolded across decades. Some members of neo-fascist groups, such as the Nuclei Armati Rivoluzionari, were convicted for specific attacks. Witnesses were threatened. Files vanished. According to Italian parliamentary inquiries, many questions remained unanswered. Senior officials were investigated, but prosecutions were rare, and convictions rarer still. Judges in Rome and Milan repeatedly ran up against state secrecy. Witnesses later testified that offices of military intelligence withheld documents. Declassified memos from the United States acknowledged the existence of stay-behind organizations, but denied operational control of domestic terrorism. An almost unbelievable detail from the records: in case files, lists of hidden arms caches were annotated next to civilian street names and parish churches. Secret soldiers were trained beside playgrounds and vineyards. The metaphor of a sword was disturbingly literal. By the 1990s, some truth had been pried into daylight, but the full shape of who ordered what and why never fully emerged. Families of the dead continued to demand hearings. Magistrates dug. Politicians deflected. The state admitted existence. The state refused full explanation. The bombs stopped. the wounds did not heal. Italy kept its public institutions, its courts and newspapers, but the knowledge that a secret army had operated inside a democracy did not vanish. It lingered like a ledger, with missing pages. Who exactly wielded the sword remains a knot of paper, testimony, and redacted files. That knot is still being untied. And the question that follows is not legal or abstract. It is painfully simple. How many democracies keep arming themselves in the shadows? And who holds them to account when the shadows turn violent?